Morning everyone, happy weekend. It's a beautiful morning here in southwestern Victoria. Sun's out, we've got 17 degrees today, a bit of dew on the ground. Hasn't rained for a while, hasn't been too windy, so we're going to be able to get heaps done this weekend. I'm just heading to the veggie garden to get some stuff for brekkie. Sorry about the sun there. So I think we're going to grab a bit of spring onion, hopefully some chilies if there's any about. A lot of our spring onion going to seed. So as exception to Cat's rule, I'll love getting the spring onion seed from our own spring onions. So we'll save them. Got a few beetroot there that look like they might be ready to go soon too. Mr. Jacob. Jake, say hello. Say hello. Good boy. What else have we got going on in here? More spring onion there. Chinese lettuce. Broccoli's going good. Look at this black mustard seed. Beautiful. I planted a whole heap of beetroot seed all across here, and it looks like we've got a couple coming up already, which is nice. Just there. Just there. Yeah, sweet. Better get some mulch on this pretty soon. See what else we've got going on. Bit of weeding to do. Coriander's going okay. A little bit here and there. More rocket, more peas. Awesome. So we're all a couple of days away from spring now. So we're going to get some more gardens ready. Plant lots of seed. Got a whole heap of seed coming in the next week as well, which is great. We're going to do a bit of, like no-till planting of lots of green manure on all this grass out here. It looks quite green, but which it is, and there's a lot of onion grass in there. There's not a huge amount of ground cover underneath that though, so we're going to sort of not till it up, but we'll try to do a bit of a no-till and just plant green manure as far as we can, as wide as we can, just to build up some of that organic matter in the soil. It's a little bit lacking, so if we can get some of that up before summer and get a bit of really good ground cover, that'll help us over summer, keep a nice green area. It's a beautiful morning. Still got lots of parsley going. A couple of carrot in there. So I've got a bit of rocket, little bits of spring onion, a couple little chilies there. We've got a handful of parsley. Got some carrot seed coming up there. Looking forward to giving them a go. What have we got here? Get some of this. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. So you can see here around the parsley that's a good indication of all the kikuyu, all that yellowness there. That's all really, really nice kikuyu come spring and summer. But it is coming up through the parsley, so we just have to watch that when we're harvesting the parsley. It sucks a bit, but yeah, it loves all the stuff, all the compost and the wood chips we put in the garden. So it's a bit of a shame. We did know there was a little bit here, but yeah, we thought we were going to be able to cover it and smother it out, but it just loved it, and it's a rhizome kind of grass anyway, so it'll grow underneath concrete paths and concrete slabs and that as well. So there's no chance of that happening. So we're probably going to till all this up, like really rough it up, which will actually multiply the kikuyu quite well. So hopefully eventually this will be a nice little kikuyu lawn area, and like I said, we'll put some nice little fruit trees in here, some more lemon trees. I just noticed something up here. where there was a few garden beds here originally last summer and spring, and corn in here, and we sort of flattened them out and just let the kikuyu go as much as it could. So, but we've got look at all this rocket seed and a lot of cape weed, but that's all right, it'll die off. And some more spring onions. So obviously they seeded here last year before we actually I think they might be actual onions. No, they're spring onions. So that's pretty cool, but unfortunately we've got enough over there. But yeah, so they'll get all tilled up and we'll get all this leveled out and try to get it all looking good. Make some more garden beds closer to wherever we know we've got no kikuyu, and yeah, really fill up this area with a lot more little gardens and lots of planting and that kind of stuff. So hopefully we'll have a nice bountiful spring and summer. Just wanted to give you a quick look at the garlic and onion beds that we've got over here. It's the best time of day to have a look at these. Sun's still quite low, the morning dew's on them. So it's all looking pretty well. Got a bit of weeding to do in here, but it's mostly in the pathways, which is good. So all the cardboard and wood chips is working out quite well. The onion grass is still quite prevalent at the moment, but hopefully it doesn't seem to be affecting the growth of anything too much, which is nice. So everything's going along quite well. I was really skeptical because of the onion grass came through so quick that the onion seeds wouldn't, but we've pretty much got, actually there are old seeds as well, so germination's probably about 70%, but it's all coming in. We have a nice big harvest of onions that'll keep us going for hopefully most of the year. And we've got about 280, I think it was 280 garlic in. So it's looking really good. It's interesting too, I've never soaked garlic seed before planting them, but the lady we got them off said that we should, so I soaked them in some of our worm castings. So I took half of them, soaked half of the worm castings, half of the garlic in the worm castings overnight, and planted them. And it looks like there could be a slight difference, but you can see there's a line, where are we? Right there is the halfway point. So I'm pretty sure, yeah, it was this side. It was all the garlic cloves soaked in the worm castings overnight, so they're quite good. They're looking pretty good, and these ones are a little bit smaller. I don't know if you can see that on the camera, which is good. Well, not good, but interesting to know. So we'll probably be definitely soaking them in the future. And this garden up here, I started on this side, and then I went down and done the bottom side, and ever since they've come out of the ground, I've always been really worried, like the ones down the bottom, which would get more moisture and water from going down the hill. They always seemed a lot smaller, and as I was thinking about it, and I couldn't work out why they were so much smaller down there. They should have been bigger. The garden bed up the top here should have been a little bit drier, if anything. But what I worked out was, as you're on your hands and knees planting 280 garlic, and you reach into your bowl or wherever the cloves are, you will automatically grab the bigger cloves first. So that's why everything up here is looking a lot better than the ones down there. So obviously the ones down there were the smaller cloves that were left over, both in the worm castings and just in the bowl itself. So yeah, something to think about. Or if you're ever worried in that kind of situation with the garlic, then that could be an answer to the solution. Didn't realize I was doing it at the time, but that's probably exactly what's happened. So yeah, these are still haven't got around to filling up the raised garden beds yet, but we'll get there. Still got to get a whole bunch of hay. We're going to fill them up halfway with hay, and then put a whole bunch of topsoil in that we've got from over that little pond over there, and then some of the compost from there in the top of it to do our plantings in. So just another job that's halfway done. There's a lot of those on the 5 acre farm. This reminds me as well, like, if there's any question you guys have about anything we're doing here, any recommendations of something we could have done better, if you see something, more than happy to see your comments and hear all about that. We're here to learn, and hopefully you guys are too, and learn at the same time with us. If you are enjoying it, hopefully you are, if you've made it through this long of the video, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. We'd greatly appreciate it. And yeah, look forward to showing you heaps more stuff around 5 acre farm.
I've got a little bowl of water here, and it's got parsley in it as well. This is the water that Justin used when he made poached eggs this morning. My God, they were so good. They were perfect. But yeah, we saved the water because that's really good for the chickens. And yeah, just put the rest of the parsley that we didn't use in there. So I'll go give that to them now. Good morning, girls. Hi. Hi, ladies. How you going? I'm hoping the other one will fly in.
There we go. It's just still a bit wet under there, so it wasn't the nicest of cuts, but needed to be done. It was looking a bit scruffy, so I cut it up nice and high, and it's still winter, or almost spring, but yeah, especially out the back that you've seen before. That was all new seed as well, so I wanted to keep that nice and high. But yeah, this will get it going nicely for when it starts to warm up, which is in a couple of days. Yeah, and we had a bit of a fire here the other night, so that's what that's all about. Whew, still warmed up though, jeez.
I'm just going to do the sage plants that we've got down there. Today's actually the first day that we've had that's a little bit milder, a bit warmer, and the sun sort of keeps coming out from behind the clouds. So I've actually brought along my snake bite kit because you never know, they do like to come out when it's a little bit warmer. And we've still got some long grass around and stuff, so I always sort of think too, if I've got this with me, then I'm not going to see one, but Murphy's Law, if I don't have one, then I'll see one. Fingers crossed there's none around. Yeah, so I'll just move these sage plants. I'm going to take them over to where the finger limes are planted and plant them in between. I thought the colours of the grey of the sage plants would be really nice with that deep green colour on the finger limes. Justin's actually going to let them out. He doesn't even know that I'm here. He's got his headphones on, but he's letting them all out anyway. Teamwork, hey? That was so good. He still doesn't know that I've actually just filmed him singing. Ooh, that might not make it onto the channel, but maybe. Ah, classic. I love it. One of my most favourite things about weeding the garden that's got the coriander in it is the smell. It smells so good. Amazing.